Welcome again. I'm going to continue these talks on character, and I'd like to make one very, very important point in this video is when I'm talking about character, I'm talking about shaping children's character by design, character by design. We're not talking about character in some esoteric fashion, just saying children should be like this and they should be like this. No, we're looking at how do we influence children's character so that eventually they become a person of good character and find some degree of fulfillment and satisfaction in life. It's not unlike we would think about a garden that we wish to grow. We're considering the seeds we want to put in or the plants we want to put in, the soil that is there, the amount of watering that is needed, the amount of weeding that is feeding. And then here's by design, day by day, week by week, month by month, we tend to it by design, so that in the end of the period of time, and maybe even a few years, we have a beautiful garden. Of course, we have to keep weeding it. It is not by accident. I think if you left a garden, there may be some gardens that are quite beautiful by accident. Most of the time, they're not. So it's the same thing with our children. We are very careful and thoughtful and planning so that we have significant influence on the kind of people that they become. Now, to do this, when we're talking about character by design, I've hinted at a few things. I want to make 2 points. First one with a little bit of background. You have got to recognize that our children in our culture, any children in any culture at any age, are bombarded by the preferences of the culture. Ours is an entertainment culture. Ours is a have fun culture. They are hearing messages all the time about how to spend your time, about how you look, about the people you hang out with, your likes and dislikes on social media. They're influenced by money. They're influenced by power and by social circles. They're getting these seeds of ideas and thoughts constantly, and they then shape how our children behave. You are not going to stop that, but you must understand it is going on. This is why, on the other side, we have to be conscious of shaping, working on, nurturing their character by design, by our efforts and by our intentions. And to this end, I will bring up 2 things. Number 1 is we teach. We teach and we train, but we teach. That means we are making sure good seeds, good ideas, good thoughts, good aspirations are getting into them day by day, week by week, month by month. Now, how does this happen? Some of us are involved in faith communities, whether you're Christian or Jewish or Islamic, Hindi. You have your perspectives, and maybe once a week, or you have some special lessons for young people at your place of worship. And children can learn good behaviors and good teachings from there. But you may argue, well, we don't attend. We're not in a faith community. We're a secular family. Maybe we're not. We don't have any inclinations toward any religion. But to me, that doesn't matter, because most of the faiths, these virtues that I'm talking about, are consistent. So you may say we're a secular family. Okay. Then maybe once a week, maybe twice a week, or maybe every night, your dinner table, as you talk about the day and reflect on things, you're always looking for that chance to talk about courage or gratitude or humility or compassion. You're sowing seeds. Maybe you're quite busy, or your family habit is not to eat dinner every night. So you say, once a week, we're going to do this, and it's going to be a special time. Or you find special times with your children. I know those of you who are professionals and your time is occupied and it's hard to be home at given times. I know many parents will just make a special time with one son or one daughter, and they go to have an ice cream or hot chocolate or a Coke together, and it's special. It's between dad and the son, between mom and the daughter, dad and the daughter, some combination, and you talk, and you're looking for opportunities to sow good seeds. You're not preaching, that turns the kids off, but you're looking at chances to teach them lessons about life. It could come from family reading of literature, watching movies together. I do this quite a bit with middle school students, where we watch award-winning movies, usually PG or better, RG, that illustrate the lives of great people and how they thought and how they came to the conclusion to behave nobly and to behave well toward others. I'm sowing seeds. That movie sows a seed. Good literature sows seeds. Family conversation sows seeds. We know this is our character by design. We are putting something into the children again and again. And that'll stay with them. That'll sit in their heart and in their conscience and help direct behavior far into the future. The other piece is training. You got to practice. That's why this is called habit by design. You can't just tell children, be courageous, have self-control. It doesn't help. They've got to have practice. And the practice should come in the context of their own lives, not in some movement that's outside of them or outside of the school setting, but their own lives. So when we talk about courage and setting goals and making sacrifices to reach those goals, it's got to be about their life. It could be about school, improving their grades. It could be about their sports activity, something where you, the teacher and the child, the parent and the child, are setting goals and figuring out how we're going to get there. What price are we all willing to pay in order to reach that goal? That's within their given lives. And it's the same thing with compassion. Their children are all in school. They're surrounded by peers. Some they may like by nature, some they don't, but they need encouragement. Have you reached out to the people you don't know? Have you reached out to the people you don't like? Are you thoughtful and considerate to all your teachers? The one or two that you really like, and how about the two or three that you don't like? Are you thoughtful? Are you respectful? Are you courteous? You know, if you don't develop compassion and understanding of other people, empathy and sympathy with the people around you, and you're thinking about some movement outside of you, that tends never to be very real, and it doesn't last long. If the children don't learn lessons of compassion within the context that they live, then it's hard to transfer to some greater purpose down the road. But it's within their life. So it's a day by day, week by week, month by month, year by year. It's the small things that are guided, that are practiced over and over again, that become the development of good character and produces a beautiful garden, in this case, a beautiful child. So all the different ways we can teach, all the different ways we can practice, we are making, or at least attempting, character by design. Now, I will admit, nobody can predict how children will turn out. There are so many other factors in addition to our influence. However, our understanding, the impact we can have, the influence we can have, will help drive our efforts and realize we may not see much fruit for 10 years, 15 years, 20 years, but be assured by sowing seeds and practicing little by little, day by day, week by week, month by month, and year by year, we will have a significant influence on the character our children have when they mature. Okay, I hope this has been helpful.